Hello, I'm Councillor Mark Russing. I'm the Cabinet Member for Economic Development and Corporate Resources. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we've been doing in Waltham Forest around business, employment and skills over the last couple of years and for the next few years to come. But first, a little bit of background about Waltham Forest. We are, unfortunately, a low-skill borough and low-employment borough as well, although our skill levels are rising. We tend to import low-skilled people and export high-skilled people from the borough, so that's one of the big challenges that we face. We have a rump of people in the borough who didn't get jobs when the times were good in the last 10 or 15 years, and they're added to by people who are out of work now because of the recession. And two groups in particular are being hit incredibly hard. The under-25s, young people straight out of school, but also people with degrees, and then older people in their 50s or 60s who potentially have never been out of work before, but are out of work because of the recession. And those are the two groups that we particularly need to work hard to get into work, potentially for the first time. So that's the position we're in the borough, but what have we done about it? Well, in the last year we've set up an employment unit within the council, bringing together all of our work on business, employment and skills, including our adult learning service. It will be one of the biggest in London at a time when other boroughs are cutting back on this work. We have invested in it and brought it all together. We need to offer something to everyone in the borough, not just to the hardest to reach, but bringing together all of our work on the basis that if someone offers something to our borough, then we will offer something back to them. But we can't do it on our own, and we've got to have input from our central government partners, Job Centre Plus, the Work Programme Primes, but also from businesses and residents. And the employment unit aims to bring all of those together with the council to get people decent, well-paid jobs in this borough or outside. So, one of the key focuses of the employment unit is getting unemployed people back to work. We've got a number of schemes, Project 2013, our regeneration project, and also the procurement budgets and all of the planning applications that come into the borough. We want to go through the employment unit to make sure that we get local jobs for local people and apprenticeships for local people out of them. We've got 75 jobs for the long-term unemployed in Tesco's in Hymes Park, and we're also doing the same in other developments that are coming into the borough, like Morrison's in South Grove in Walthamstow. We're also doing a scheme where we're holding central government to account for what they provide in the borough. The work programme in Waltham Forest does worse than London as a whole, and London does worse than England as a whole, and we need to make sure that people know that that is the central government that is failing and not us. So I'm now here with Simona, who's graduated from the Tesco scheme in Hymes Park and now working in Hymes Park. So Simona, how long were you out of work before you started in Tesco's?
I've been out of work since 2009, and I started the READ program I think a year later, and it actually taught me. I've never really been in an interview before, but through the READ program...
Apart from today?
Yeah. But through the READ program it actually teach you how to go on interview and how to, cooperate yourself in an interview and stuff like that. Stuff that I've never known, and I took all of that in, and I've only been in 2 interviews, one with Tesco and one with Next, and actually get both of the job, and that was because of the training that I actually received from READ. And I'm now working at Tesco in Park, and makes my life a lot more happier being in Berg. So.
Fantastic. So Tesco's is have taken on 75 long-term unemployed people in the borough, and READ is our back-to-work scheme, also called WorkNet, which gets people the skills and the confidence to get back into work. So one of the big pushes that we want to have in the employment unit is to increase the number of apprenticeships that we support externally through our adult learning service and also internally in the council, and we've increased the number of apprenticeships we've got here 9-fold since last May. So I'm here with Nina, who was an apprentice with Waltham Forest Council. Nina, tell us a little bit about how you got on the scheme.
Okay, so before I joined the scheme, I was a bit of a troubled teenager and was going down the wrong road, but it really did make me change my ways. I mean, going into a working environment, 9 to 5, it's commitment, and I wanted to stick at it. I wanted to achieve, the qualification, and I completely changed my ways, and I've got a permanent job there now, And I really think if I didn't do the apprenticeship scheme, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Through the unit as well, we also manage the Children in Care Pledge, so expertly kicked off by Clyde Lokes. And I'm here with Jiggy, who is currently in care in Waltham Forest. Jiggy, tell us a little bit about the work experience, the job that you got through the pledge.
I've got work experience. It was a 12-week work experience, which is 3 months with the Greenwich Leisure Centre, which was Oxford Leisure Centre in Chimford. And I completed it, and at the end I've got an interview, and I've got a job now, so I'm employed by the CLO. So, I mean, it was a good experience, so I'm happy as well. So
and would you recommend it to other people in your position?
Certainly, so I always have told other young people in care myself, so my colleagues that are still in care, so they can go and get themselves interviewed, get their work experience. So yeah.
So we offer this to nearly 200 children in care every year in the borough. That is managed through the employment unit. So apprenticeships, helping the unemployed back to work, and helping children in care, just 3 of the things that we're doing through the employment side of the employment unit. We're also aiming to be a good employer ourselves, so we pay all of our employees and contracted employees the London Living Wage, and we've just gone from 92nd to 63rd best workplace in the United Kingdom for gay people as judged by Stonewall. So that is the employment part of the employment unit. So we've talked about employment, we're now going to talk a little bit about skills and business. We've got to equip our residents with the skills to get the jobs wherever they are in London, not just in Waltham Forest. So we work with Waltham Forest College, which is just outside there as I sit here. We work with the Construction Skills Centre down in Cattle, which kind of does what it says on the tin. And we've got our own adult learning service, which operates across the borough. And we make sure that that service equips our residents with skills across the board, from hat making through to running your own business, right across the board, to make sure that our residents are fully skilled and able to get the jobs that appear across London. So we're now talking about skills, and I'm here with Chevelyn, who has recently completed a course at our Waltham Forest Adult Learning Service. Tell us a little bit about the course and tell us what you're doing with it now.
Hello, I completed Millinery Level 2 hat making. It is very hands-on. It's good getting into employment. It's basic, so it doesn't matter what level you are, you can really catch on. It's traditional hat making, and then you can go on to experience other stuff. It's been very good. I enjoy my course. The teachers and the tutors were brilliant, and now I've started my own business, making hats for church choirs, for weddings, funerals, etc. I've gotten my business side up and running because at the college they also teach you the business aspect of the course, to do your own business card, etc. It's been brilliant. I'd encourage anyone to go ahead for it.
So Chevelyn studied at the Waltham Forest Adult Learning Service and set up her own business, and we do a lot of support for businesses. We run 6 business forums from the very north to the very south of the borough. We run the business board to assist businesses in their dealings with us. We are starting up startup space for new businesses to allow them cheap rents in the borough before they get going as businesses. We run 2 business improvement districts in Leytonstone Town Centre and the Argyle Industrial Estate, and we'd love a 3rd in Walthamstow Town Centre. We support businesses through our procurement process. We hold business events, networking events, and events like the one just a week ago when Google came to Walthamstow to help businesses, small and big, with their trading online. And Project 2013, the regeneration of the borough, we want to make Waltham Forest the place to do business. So we've talked about employment, we've talked about business, and we've talked about skills, all in the employment unit in Waltham Forest Council. We are deadly serious about getting our residents into the best possible jobs that London and the surrounding area of the UK has to offer. But we can't do it on our own. We need central government to help us, we need our local businesses to help us, and we need you, our residents, to help us as well. Thank you for listening to this short presentation, and if you have any questions, do get in touch. I'll be happy to answer them.